Hello! Welcome back to Killer Score, the podcast that covers cult classic films with killer soundtracks and cool composers we believe deserve more attention. We're back again with I believe, a first for the show?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Bafflingly.
Because I believe this is it's not the first romance we've covered, I think.
Oh,
I mean, if you
not
count
the first.
Moulin Rouge.
Or if you count Amelie.
Or Amelie.
Amelie, Moulin Rouge,
Garden of Words.
Garden of Words.
Yeah. But this is like, this is probably the first, this is definitely like the first film from the 40s, I think we've covered.
No.
Really?
The Phantom of the Opera.
50s.
No,
those
1943.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Rep-
Anyway, this is the first Akira Kurosawa movie we've covered.
Yes, first Kurosawa film we've covered, and it's also going to be the first, I think it's the first black and white movie we've covered.
No, we did Metropolis.
No, we did Metropolis.
Okay, never mind. It's not even the oldest movie we've covered because Metropolis.
Don't worry, I'll bring witness for the prosecution to the table.
Whatever, we're doing One Wonderful Sunday by Akira Kurosawa. Erin, here's the mic. Tell us why you picked it.
So I picked this for a couple reasons. One of them, I just think it's very... Yeah. This is a great start. Bowie, please stop scratching things. I know Mike probably can't pick it up, but he's scratching furniture.
No, it picked it up already.
Oh, jeez, it did.
I heard...
Oh, God. Anyway, I picked this movie... Hi, Bowie. I picked this movie because I thought it was a very sweet, very cute film. Very... I don't want to say darkly realistic, but yeah, definitely. It has a lot of notes of realism, especially... because this movie has been compared to Bicycle Thieves.
And it is a post-war film.
And it's a Japanese post-war film. We're covering One Wonderful Sunday, but Bowie, no.
Come here, buddy.
Miraculously, there was no sound there.
Because he wasn't purring yet, or chewing. It's a 1947 romantic drama film, as we said, by Akira Kurosawa. The music is by Tadashi Hattori, which I actually kind of struggled to find some things about him because he shares the name with an ophthalmologist.
Really?
Yeah, apparently some guy some ophthalmologist, I can't say guy, he's a doctor, who went to South Korea and did a bunch of cataract surgeries, but they have the same name and are completely different people.
Wow. Imagine if he was he's just a regular Renaissance man who's got to do everything.
He's like, yeah, I'm a film composer, I'm also an ophthalmologist, I do eye surgery. Okay, Tadashi.
Doctor director. Anyway.
Not director, composer.
Doctor composer.
But he also did some other movies called The Men Who Tread on Tiger's Tail. I think Tails, yeah, but that's a typo. Tobo Chitai and Okami.
Yeah, The Men Who Tread on Tiger's Tails is also a Kurosawa film.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. It's one he didn't talk about. He was kind of ashamed of it because it's basically a Japanese propaganda film he had to make for the war.
Yeah.
Oh, during World War II?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
Kurosawa
he got his start right before the war broke out.
Yeah, so he got stuck doing a lot of propaganda films, unfortunately.
Yeah. Something he's on record as not being happy with, from what I can tell.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that didn't get re-released for a while because Kurosawa was like, no.
Which is like, how about no? But yeah, it takes place in post-war Japan and was filmed in post-war Japan during the Allied occupation. Starring Chiko Nakakita and Isao Numasaki as our two star-crossed lovers.
Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
No.
Oh, really?
I just like using that word. Even if it's completely inappropriate for the scene.
Oh, because you like stepping on my heart. That's what it is.
Yes, I do.
Anyway.
Masako and Yuzo.
Go watch our Train to Busan episode for proof positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 2 propaganda films he made that he was like, no.
Mm-hmm. Wait, does he Sagata Sanshiro?
Well, 3. There's 3 films that were propaganda flicks, basically. Which was Sugata Sanshiro, which is what Segata Sanshiro is also kind of a joke based off of.
It's like
so confused when I saw
Because
the article.
Sugata Sanshiro is the son of the prominent judoka Tsunejiro Tomita. So he's like a famous historical martial artist. So there were like 3 films in a row he basically had to make his propaganda flicks, which was The Most Beautiful, which is literally a drama, which is literally a documentary.
Interesting.
That followed volunteer workers at an optics factory during the Second World War.
Okay.
Sanshiro Sugata Part 2, which unlike the first one, basically was a propaganda flick.
Okay.
And then The Men Who Tread on Tigers' Tails.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. I know it's probably not worth it, but boo.
Yeah.
We say boo to all propaganda.
His first film after the war to not be a propaganda flick was in 1946, which was good old No Regrets for Our Youth, which I actually mentioned previously on the podcast.
You did.
Because that was actually one of the things starring one of the films of Setsuko Hara, who I mentioned in our
for
Millennium Actress. Hence why I bring this up.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Callbacks aplenty today.
Yes. So they're an engaged couple. They're just trying to have a good time. Sorry. Trying to have a nice date. Let me clarify, those are 2 different things. We're not watching a porno here. They're just having a nice date. They have like 1 day of the week where they can see each other because of work schedules and
I
whatever.
wasn't even thinking
Pay us and we will cover a porno.
When she said good time, I wasn't even thinking of that until she rephrased herself.
I'm sorry, I'm just remembering this story about like this woman who was like an 80-year-old crack addict, and someone commented on the story saying she's here for a good time, not a long time. And then the next response was, she's fucking 80.
Yeah.
You had like a fucking Freudian slip there.
Yeah, sorry, my brain just went to, every time I hear good time, I just remember that comment. Oh, she's fucking 80.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
And into your notes.
Yes, so basically they only have 35 yen between them, which even back then is not a lot of money.
No.
Even today, that's like not even a penny probably.
It's like a fraction of a cent.
And yeah, it was produced by Sojiro Matoki and released by Toho. We will get into that. Because there's a lot going on there. It was described as an early shomengeki. I'm pronouncing all this wrong. I hope you know that.
Shomengeki?
Yeah.
Where have I heard that?
It's a style of realist cinema that focuses on the ordinary lives of middle-class people. Think of it like a Japanese version of like a kitchen sink movie.
Yeah, and that particular work was well.
I'm sorry.
It's your mic.
Yeah, it's my mic, and you people futzing around with it has made it like this. It used to be rigid. It used to not like flop all over the fucking place like this. God damn. Anyway, that type of cinema became very popular in Japan following the post-war era. Specifically, and while Kurosawa didn't delve into it as much as some of the other Japanese contemporaries, it was...
Ozu?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It was like the kit and caboodle for Ozu. That was basically like Ozu's main shtick. For those who aren't aware, Ozu's probably the other most famous Japanese director of it in history, along with like Kurosawa.
Yeah.
The difference is the Japanese typically didn't like Kurosawa very much, and they loved Ozu.
Yeah. I've noticed that directors or other works in Japan have like a kind of a reverse effect. Like there's a proportionate opposite thing going on. Like its reception in the West is directly proportionate to how much they didn't like it in Japan. You know? Or at least Like Cowboy Bebop wasn't super big in Japan.
But it's like the biggest anime over here.
Yeah.
So big, I got a horrible Netflix adaptation. There, I said it. So did everyone else.
I was gonna say.
So did everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were some labor strikes going on in Toho before, and I think a little bit during the making of this film. Basically, I think Dee knows more about this than I do. But it basically, a lot of the actors and film crew from Kurosawa's previous film decided they were going to make their own studio called Shin Toho.
Yeah. Which is just kind of just basically just means like
New Toho, right?
New Toho, which I'm just like, guys, you gotta get more creative than that. Come on.
I was gonna say, it's like the Krusty Krab.
It didn't become like, and I don't believe the name Shin Toho stuck. I believe they couldn't legally do that.
I think it did get changed after a while.
It's like
and while they did some notable stuff, the people that. Because I think a lot of the people who went on to Shin Toho were like a lot of the propagandists from World War II.
I think so.
So
I could see, yeah.
Yeah, and like the people who stuck at Toho was like, no, we're gonna ride this out. We're gonna like make Toho like the shining landmark of Japanese cinema, which they succeeded. Like
I was gonna say,
to this day, like the most well-known distributor of Japanese films and creator of Japanese films is Toho.
it is like the Japanese studio.
Oh yeah. It's like when
it's like them and Fuji TV.
yeah, and it's like when you talk about Japanese television, the first channel that pops into people's mind, they're like, oh, NHK.
NHK.
Yeah.
Or Fuji TV or Toho.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I'm gonna go on a little bit of tangent here, but
on this show,
of course. So
we do tangents.
We always do tangents. I mean, we were going on a tangent earlier about how Bowie was scratching a suitcase.
First I'm hearing about this, that we go on tangents.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the Japanese leg of the Grand Prix of figure skating is what we call the NHK trophy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of NHK.
I just wanted to bring up, if a lot of you want to hear about stuff we talk about in this movie. No, seriously.
Oh, I thought you were
taking a dig or something.
No. If a lot of you are interested in Kurosawa and want to hear about his stuff, I've actually got this great book here of his, something like an autobiography. Basically, Kurosawa tells you a lot about his life and a lot about what went into like making his filmmaking and developing as a filmmaker. Doesn't cover his whole career because he didn't want to cover his whole career because he's like, at a certain point it would become redundant.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to be a broken record.
Then I made this movie.
Yeah, so it goes all the way up to like the 50s. Right, it ends with Rashomon.
Which, arguably his magnum opus.
Yeah, pretty much. And like Rashomon is a good one to end on because Rashomon's what got like...
That's what kicked everything
That's
off.
what really got him recognition. Not just in Japan, but that's when he became internationally renowned. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first film of his that critics overseas really picked up on.
Mention Kurosawa, and you've got a 50-50 chance that it's either Rashomon that gets mentioned or Seven
Samurai.
Yeah. Or if you're cool, you say high and low.
What was that? I'm looking at the name of it. The one they did that was like basically a samurai version of Macbeth.
Oh, Throne of Blood.
Throne of Blood, that was it.
Oh, wait.
He did like 3 films that are basically Shakespeare adaptations.
Yeah.
Wait. Yojimbo. That's another one.
That doesn't do Shakespeare, but that is another great Kurosawa movie.
No, I'm talking about famous Kurosawa movies here.
Yeah,
Yojimbo. Obviously, that's not a Shakespeare adaptation.
Yeah. But like, hey, it's not every filmmaker that can say that they got a psychological, a sociological, a psychosocial effect named after one of their films.
Yeah, the Rashomon
effect.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what the Rashomon effect is, it's named after the framing device of Rashomon. The framing device of Rashomon is a story being told by travelers who stop on the side of the road when like there's like a bad storm, and they're talking about like, hey, where'd you get that baby? Let me tell you the story about this. And like the story is about like a robber, her husband, and the wife, and we get the stories told from different perspectives of how this went down, but each person who tells the story tells it in a completely different way.
Yeah, because there's like a lady, a lord, and a bandit.
Yeah, and like they're all biased.
Yeah.
Yeah, they experience their own things.
And because of that, they all also tell the story in completely different ways. Like, you know.
Yeah, honestly, when you think about it, that just gets me thinking about like courtroom dramas.
Mm-hmm.
About how the same thing can happen. Like, one thing can happen, but because of, like, say, like, there's 5 witnesses, everyone's gonna have different biases based on what they think they saw.
Yeah, like, and the only way it gets, and, like, literally the only way it actually gets, dispelled in a way that, like, it makes sense is, like, finally they get someone who was, like, an impartial...
Yeah.
Witness to the events.
Yeah, wasn't it like a monk or something?
It was literally like a guy who, it was like a woodcutter who was going through the woods and like saw what went down and then was like, oh, this is what happened.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just a logger, I'm just here.
Because at first, you know, they interview the lady, they interview the bandit, and they're like, oh, if only we could get the husband's perspective, but the husband is dead. So they use a medium who like channels the spirit of the husband who tells the story in one way.
Yeah.
So like...
Great movie, by the way.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen Rashomon, that's a really good entry into Kurosawa's work.
Yeah.
I recommend, if you want to get into Kurosawa, I recommend starting with either Rashomon, Yojimbo, or if you want to do something more contemporary, High and Low. Because High and Low is a really good political drama.
Yeah.
And if you can stand really fucking sad stuff that's modern and, like, more navel-gazing, but, like, really good, check out Ikuru. Like, that's a lot of people's favorite Kurosawa movie. And it's depressing as fuck, but really good.
Wait, isn't that the guy about the guy who's, like, building a playground because he's dying or something?
Yes! Fun fact, that is the favorite film of...
Werner Herzog.
No. Oh, God.
Damn it.
Yeah.
We just read that dude's autobiography for context.
Yeah, that's... that was a fun one. That is actually the favorite film of famous actor Bill Hader.
Ha! You know what? That tracks. I saw... Real quick tangent. I'm sorry. We're
here all night.
But Bill Hader... There's a blank on blank show on YouTube where an actor or director talks about another director or actor.
Yeah.
And Bill Hader...
Did one with Kurosawa?
And Seijun Suzuki.
Oh, my boy.
And he was talking about how his thing was, like, he would be in college and he would come to these weird niche screenings out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And Seijun Suzuki would be on, and it'd be super oddball stuff. Callback, by the way, to
Ghost Dog, where I mentioned Seijun Suzuki.
And how they did a shot-for-shot recreation of that one scene from Branded to Kill.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Bill Hader even was in the Criterion Closet for an episode, and he pulled out Ikaro, and he's like, this is my favorite movie. My wife did a screening of it for my birthday, and everyone was like, so what's this movie we're watching? Oh, it's about a guy who's dying of cancer that is trying to build a playground. What? Yeah, man, that's the shit that I'm into.
Bill Hader is...
Okay, my favorite movie is Trainspotting. That's about heroin addiction.
Yeah. There you go.
Bill Hader is a... It's funny, for a dude who has... For a dude who plays mostly wacky characters and stuff, Bill Hader is, like, a smart guy.
He's a bit real cinephile.
Like, he's a real one.
Cool dude, too. Fun fact, Finn Wolfhard's condition... all of the actors in the It movie. All the actors in the new It movies got to choose who played their grown-up versions.
That's cool.
That.
Yeah, and Finn Wolfhard specifically requested Bill Hader.
Huh?
He wanted to grow up to be Bill Hader, basically.
Yeah, he was like, no, he's like, Bill Hader's like my favorite actor. Can we have Bill Hader play?
I'll say this. Who else would you pick for Richie in either case?
Yeah, and it's funny because Bill Hader is like, well, I have to thank Finn for giving me a job.
Honestly, that's pretty wholesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, Erin, continue.
Yes.
This is your show.
So this was actually Akira Kurosawa and his childhood best friend and collaborator, Kensuke Ukasa. I'm butchering all these, I'm sorry. This being the first film they worked on together, they did go on to work on at least several of the other films in Kurosawa's filmography.
This episode is brought to you by Coke.
Yeah, we cannot get that sponsor.
No, it isn't.
No, we cannot.
It is not sponsored.
So
I meant the drug.
That's somehow even worse.
Dee, why are you so determined to derail everyone?
Anyway,
continue, Erin.
I'm Kurosawa wanted to make a I went over that. But was inspired by the D.W. Griffiths film "Isn't Life Wonderful" from 1924.
Boo, D.W. Griffith.
He was inspired by a lot of foreign films. Funny
he
enough,
was, yeah,
and foreign works. Famously so that he ended up working on a Russian cinema film later.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, he made a film.
Oh, you're right. He did. He worked on like a Soviet film, right?
Yeah, that was an adaptation of like an ancient Russian tale about like a famous mountain man.
Oh yeah, I remember. We watched a video about that.
Yeah, and he also did 2 Japanese language adaptations of Russian works.
Okay then.
Like The Idiot is one of his favorite books, so he did a Japanese version of The Idiot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Our main actors Isao Numasaki and Chico Nakakita were basically unknown at the time. Chico Nakakita did go on to do other films. I believe Isao Numasaki did. I did maybe 1 or 2 other films. But he kind of retired from acting. He hasn't really done much.
Yeah, I don't think these people ended up being in Kurosawa's usual stable either.
I believe Chico Nakakita did do 1 or 2 other Kurosawa films because she liked working with him.
Yeah.
But that was about it. She did do some other films with different directors. So this is where it gets interesting.
Oh.
Production and the mess that was.
A Kurosawa movie having a crazy production?
I mean, this is only the guy that made the most expensive film in Japanese history.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the actors were wearing basically plain clothes. They weren't wearing anything that was like flashy or anything. So they got lost in the crowd of Tokyo because they were literally filming on the equivalent of like a long lens of back then.
Yeah, plus they literally had to wear clothes that weren't like very
distinctive because they were like
poor.
It's like these are just 2 poor young engaged couple trying to have a nice date. Should I say good time? They're not having a good time. They're not wearing nice clothing, and they kept getting lost in the crowd of people. Also, they filmed using a handheld camera hidden inside a box and a cloth. So there's literally some guy walking around Tokyo with a box on his shoulder with a camera inside.
That's pretty interesting.
And they were trying to be very careful because it literally looked like some guy was just carrying a giant box around Tokyo. And it almost broke several times.
I believe it.
And they also bystanders and just people walking around kept obscuring the shots because they didn't. Well, it's like
they didn't know.
Plus, also it's like you tried getting permits in 1947. 46 when it was being filmed.
Yeah, because things were extra messy because occupation.
Occupation and all that.
Post-war Japan, not fun.
One man at Shinjuku Station assumed Kurosawa was a pickpocket when he tried to nudge him out of the camera's view.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna die?
No, I had to
That's so
narrowly avoid a spit take.
Oh god, yeah.
That is so good. I love that.
Just the
pickpocket. I'll stop him.
Just the image of him being like, thief.
Yeah.
I'll get that pickpocket.
I'm so sorry.
I was just like, I'm just trying to make a fucking movie.
Yeah. And also the film did have a lot of lighting issues during production because of the lighting techniques they were using in production.
I believe it.
They used sharp focus a lot, almost excessively.
Oh, jeez.
If you're not aware what that is, then basically the camera can only focus on one person or one thing at a time, which causes a lot of lighting issues. Yes, Richie?
I don't know. Just keep going. I don't know. Just keep going.
So this movie did not do that well when it came out in Japan.
Yeah.
It was actually accused of being communist propaganda.
Okay.
Yeah,
because...
and a lot of critics hated a climactic scene. They got called out a lot.
Yeah.
So both of you have seen this, yes?
Yes, we watched it together. Because we're cute, but yeah. But about 35 years later, in the 80s, some critics and filmgoers were like, this movie's actually really fucking good.
So it kind of like got the Citizen Kane treatment.
Kinda, yeah. Where it's like contemporary people were like, oh my god, this is terrible, or this sucks, or this is communist propaganda because everyone's bad with money or doesn't have money. Yeah. Because everyone's fucking broke because it's post-war Japan.
I guess every country's got their own Joe McCarthy.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It did better. It was audiences in France. Like, it did best with French audiences than it did in the US or Japan. And Franz Schubert's Unfinished Symphony is a major plot point in the film. And I did want to mention one thing that became very popular in later Kurosawa films, the film swipe. He kind of started using it in this film.
Huh.
The film swipe technique, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, that's the notes that I have that aren't spoilerific.
And you already basically summarized it via your little ramping introduction.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any things you want to say?
Yeah, you guys can see this either by buying one of the collections that has it, or you can watch it on Criterion.
Yep.
Yep.
Before we begin, I may have to hand in my Film Geek card, because I will confess there's maybe a handful of Kurosawa movies I have seen, and this is not one of them.
Oh, that's fine.
Like,
this isn't a Kurosawa movie.
This isn't a Kurosawa movie. Yeah.
Because, like...
This is one of his more obscure ones.
I've only seen 3.
We also picked it.
I've seen.
Yeah, we're not gonna cover Rashomon on the podcast.
I've seen Seven Samurai, Rashomon, and Yojimbo, and that's it. And like that's the extent of my knowledge, really.
Okay.
I watched it with my stepdad, who was one of his favorite movies is The Magnificent Seven, and like he watched Seven Samurai, he's like. See, I get why people like it, but so long. Like he saw like where it all came from, but you know.
Yeah, it's just asking the why is this movie so goddamn long question.
It's kind of standard for the time, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there were a lot.
It was long for the time.
It was long for the time too, and I was also gonna say that people. I mean, there were movies from, like, especially the 50s up until, like, the 70s that were just really long. Like, that period, films had intermissions, especially in the 50s and the 60s.
True. Oh, yeah, But, yeah,
I feel like we should bring those back if the movie is more than, like, 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, so...
Because sometimes you need a bathroom break.
Exactly. So, never seen this, I'm the only uninitiated for this one, and I'm intrigued. Erin always brings interesting discussion pieces, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Or at the very least, ones that either warm or break your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
This one might do both. We'll see.
Let's
see
crack
how you like
it.
And we're back. We just finished watching the romantic drama film from 1947, One Wonderful Sunday. So this is a movie that'll kind of break your heart and lift your spirits at the same time. And Beowulf, please stop eating mattress foam.
Cats.
So, I want to know, for the uninitiated, what did you think, Richie?
All right. Well, while I'm protecting my headphone cord from Beowulf, I will say that One Wonderful Sunday is quaint is the word I would use for it. It's got a really nice, airy slice of life tone about it. And also I've got a blanket falling on me.
Sorry, I'll take it to keep warm.
That was my that was my fault. But yeah, I'm in love with this movie's atmosphere, its acting, its shot composition, and especially the score. The two leads are adorable, even if the dude could...
Kind of misanthropic.
Yeah, there's a balance with it, though.
Yeah.
He's just pissy enough.
Yeah, I think you could make a good argument that the couple are sort of meant to represent just the general public in post-war Japan.
Yeah, there's like this movie is not subtle about its social commentary at all.
No.
About
like
how
child.
About how the government has sort of abandoned the working class after the war.
And how everyone's in conflict with each other sort of in post-war Japan. I mean, there's literally and I say this in a nice way, Kurosawa's still young, but this film's clearly where he's really starting to bite into his themes and develop his themes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I've heard that before.
I have heard that. They say there was a film critic whose name I'm blanking on right now, but he called it Kurosawa's last juvenile film, and saying that this is the film where he really bit his teeth into themes in filmmaking.
Yeah, because there's a very beginner college student scene, which is specifically hitting you over the head with the symbolism, but I don't fault him for it, which is during the baseball scene, which works in so many ways. One, baseball, symbol of American occupation and installation into the Japanese culture. And as if it wasn't obvious enough, and what breaks up the game? A U.S. Army truck driving through, followed by cattle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The conflict between new and old.
Yeah.
So, good stuff. And it's funny you mention the sort of student film aspects of it.
Yeah.
Because much like in sort of artsier movies like that, there are parts of it that I feel like could have been trimmed a little.
Yes.
Especially the end. But we'll get to that.
I think it's less the end for me, more the middle. There's parts in the middle that really drag.
That could get cut down. Yeah, I do agree.
You know what? In hindsight, that's yeah.
Those are the scenes that drag the most for me. When they're fighting, it's when the movie drags the most for me. It's just
yeah.
I guess classic third act.
Yeah.
Malaise.
Yeah.
Because it's Oh, don't get me wrong. The acting in that scene, heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, it's great.
The leading lady whose name is
Masako.
Yeah, Masako. Her actress is nailing it.
Yeah, because I think the thing is, these are clearly not as experienced actors. They don't have the edge that a Kurosawa actor or actress usually does.
Case in point, Toshiro Mifune.
Yeah, exactly. But there is still a charm to it. But I think there's a reason why this, the Japanese kitchen sink style thing is not something that Kurosawa bit into again. Because I'm gonna be real. I love Kurosawa. I cape fucking hard for Kurosawa. I think Kurosawa is one of our most important filmmakers of all time.
One of the most misunderstood.
Yes.
As well.
And if you want to be a filmmaker, I think you owe it to yourself to watch several Kurosawa films.
Case in point, the aforementioned Rashomon.
Yes.
Yojimbo.
Yeah. Yojimbo is like the perfect study into making like a compelling like anti-hero.
Yes.
There's a reason why the Dollars trilogy took so much from that. The Man with No Name was based on Toshiro Mifune's character from Yojimbo.
Yeah, which also technically has no name. Literally in both movies he appears in, he just picks a line of sight name based on something he sees.
Mm-hmm.
I love that trope.
Yeah.
What? Surprise, the Samurai Jack fanboy likes that trope.
Yeah. That's probably what the Samurai Jack thing's referencing, you know?
Considering Genndy Tartakovsky is on record as loving Kurosawa, probably.
Yeah. So you've got... So what I was going to say was, looping back to this, I think this style of film is done much better by his contemporary Ozu.
Haven't seen anything from him. Wouldn't know. Sorry.
Because, like...
I mean, on the one hand, you want to compare a film like this to, like, Tokyo Story.
Absolutely.
On the other hand, I feel like they have slightly different... Well, they have definitely different styles and different messages.
Yeah.
Because, like, this movie... It's very clear what this movie is trying to say. It's like this is post-war Japan. Everything sucks. Everyone's broke. There needs to be some kind of way to fix this.
It's pretty sledgehammer blunt with its themes.
The only way you can get by is by being dishonest.
Yeah.
Your war with our pop filters will never cease to amuse me.
And then you've got...
Like Tokyo Story, which is like old tradition versus...
Yeah, that's part of Tokyo Story. Part of Tokyo Story is also just like, fucking communicate with your family. And
so it's a family drama.
And love and cherish people who you genuinely love and cherish, because, like, they're only going to be with you so long.
Yeah.
Give people their flowers while they can still smell them.
Yeah. And, you know... Fucking treat it like it's clearly a thing that's like, yeah, if you have like a relative you like, be nice to them, don't just push them off to the side, because that's gonna break them and it's gonna hurt them.
I don't know anything about that feeling and how disheartening that would ever be.
Yeah, the Tokyo Story is a movie that'll grind you, people. It will grind you.
Yeah, it will.
Speaking of which...
Great, though. And I just, you know...
And Ozu cinematography.
Yeah, Ozu's got, like, a very minimalist way of shooting that just feels so naturalistic.
Ozu, I feel like, knows how to use negative space to his advantage.
He does. Because, like, Ozu... Ozu is, like, one of those directors where his filmmaking doesn't feel very flashy, but he knows how to, like, shoot so competently that, like, when I say textbook, I don't say it in the negative way in this case. I say it in the way where it's like, no, this is what...
This belongs in a textbook.
This is what they put in a textbook.
Of, like, this is how you shoot a film.
Of, like, this is a medium shot, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, this is a low meat.
Okay. We good?
Don't you fucking dare.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
Beowulf, I swear to God.
Kittens! We have another one.
Don't ask.
It's a long story.
Oh my god. So D, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do we keep the intervening footage there, or do we do a cutaway so that the audio can still be synced?
Yeah, technical difficulties.
Can I... So I could use that title card?
You could use the Simpsons thing, yeah.
Yay!
No,
Watch him.
don't you fucking dare. No, no.
You know what? You guys talk about Ozu while I handle this.
Oh, no, he vanished.
He's behind the chair.
It's in the goddamn walls, man.
These walls are plaster.
Oh my god. They're just gonna...
We have an old house.
Anyway. Well, at least we'll meet the hour mark this way. Anyway. One wonderful Sunday.
Yeah.
Back to Ozu.
And one wonderful Sunday.
Yes.
And Kurosawa.
But, yeah, this feels like Kurosawa doing an Ozu movie, but it does feel like Kurosawa is, like, you know, this and No Regrets for Our Youth were definitely, like, very formative works for him and really showcase how Kurosawa was going to, like, handle his more modern storytelling. But I also think it's pretty telling that, like, after this one, for a while, Kurosawa does not do a lot of, like, more modern.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Films.
He stops... He mostly does stuff in, like, set in, like, feudal era Japan. And, like,
yeah,
Edo
those
period.
are, like, his foundational...
That's, like, that's his bread and butter.
Yeah, that's what he became well known for.
Oh, my.
This cat will be the death of us.
Yeah.
Probably. He for context...
I mean, he did do a few more, like, modern films after this, like... His first film he did with Mifune, Drunken Angel, which was a
ow.
Which was
run off with the toy.
Which was basically a Yakuza movie.
Yeah.
Quiet Duel, which was oddly enough a medical drama.
Interesting. I didn't know he did that.
Stray Dog, which was like his own version of a noir movie.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never saw that one. Is it good?
Yes. Scandal, which was very controversial. It was a political flick.
Oh, yeah. He did a few political thrillers. Right?
Yeah, and then Rashomon, which really started his streak.
Oh, yeah.
And then he started doing a bunch of the of that type of film, the Jidaigeki movies.
Yeah,
Jidaigeki movies became like what people know Kurosawa film for.
Yeah, it's like this is a movie about like samurais or Edo or whatever.
Yeah, historical
genres.
That became his bread and butter.
Is there a distinction between that and Chanbara?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch out!
God damn it!
Good news, he didn't pause it this time. Somehow he didn't pause it.
I gotta find a rattle ball. Oh wait, here's an idea.
Oh no! Beowulf, why?
Why are you determined to ruin the audio?
Oh, the audio's fine. The pausing, however, the inevitable...
He ran off with the White Claw toy.
What a little asshole. Anyway.
So, the score. Let's talk about the score.
Yeah.
I think the highlight scenes for me, honestly, are where things are lighter and bouncy. Like the baseball scene. And the scenes where they're walking through the zoo.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, it works, you know.
You know, it's slice of life stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I know some people don't like it and critics at the time hated it, but, you know, probably, like, I don't know if it's a highlight scene for me, but a lot of people love to talk about the Schubert scene, which...
I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I don't like it. I don't know if it's the highlight of the score for me. I honestly think a lot of times this film, in my opinion at least, it works best when the score is understated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
When it's not like blasting in your face.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, it did make the baseball scene even funnier, though.
Yeah.
Maybe I just like the mounting joke and like how it builds up until you know something's gonna get wrecked.
Watch it.
Don't you do it.
It's Yeah, take my shoe. Yeah.
You know, why is it when we weren't recording you were all...
Cozy
Because
and
he was
cuddly.
napping.
Yeah.
That's...
God, go anywhere else.
I made you a toy and threw it across the room.
Could you go anywhere else, Beowulf, except constantly hopping there and almost destroying the lamp, too.
Take the mic. Keep talking, Aaron. I'll handle this.
Okay.
What is it with him in that corner of the room?
There's just a bunch of crap that ended up falling back there.
Yeah.
He thinks they're toys.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. You gotta get out of there.
Oh, my God.
I gotcha.
I wish you the best of luck, Richie.
I can do this.
Try not to die.
And try not to get mauled to death.
I can do this, Aaron. The floor's yours. Do it.
Okay.
I can do this.
So, yeah, honestly, I think the climax... I don't want to say it's the weakest or strongest point of the movie. I think it's just kind of in the middle. I don't want to say it's like, oh my god, this is the best part of the movie. I know some people love it, some people hate it. I think it's alright. Wibble. On your left.
He doesn't jump as much.
No, he doesn't.
Trust me, the main threat is not over there. It's here.
Yeah. Anyway. Because... Should we get into spoiler territory?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway. So, a couple things happen in this movie. One of them is they go to the zoo. They have a very nice... They actually have a really good time at the zoo.
Yeah.
Keep going.
My favorite part of that scene is that bird looks depressed. Which is like some weird fucking looking bird. And they're just like... And then they go over to a camel. I was like, that camel looks depressed. You look depressed.
Yeah.
That should be a meme.
I really want to make a gif of that. And then just be like, that camel looks depressed. You look depressed. But yeah, there's also a scene where they go over to the, where they go to see Franz Schubert's Unfinished Symphony, which is actually a big part in this movie, as we mentioned in the beginning.
It's like the signature scene.
It's the signature scene. So, for context, they do mention that one of the earliest dates was to go see the, was the symphony, Franz Schubert's Unfinished Symphony. And they're like, oh, let's go see that again. Let's buy cheap tickets and go.
Yeah.
Scalpers buy up all the tickets.
Yeah.
Yuzo is like, hey, you can't be doing that. And then he gets beaten up by a group of like 4 scalpers.
Yeah.
Give him credit for the courage.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go back to his apartment and shit gets kind of rough. He gets all mopey. She's trying to be comforting, but she's also upset, and shit happens that I won't go too much detail into. Nothing graphic or anything like that, but it's just uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like
basically he grabs her at one point, and then she like runs out, but she leaves her bag there.
Yeah.
Couples drama, never fun.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable to watch. But anyway,
it's clearly meant to be like that.
Go upstairs.
Why do you keep messing with the equipment today?
Yeah. Please go be stupid somewhere else. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes, go be stupid somewhere else. But they decide to make the best of it later in the film by going to an amphitheater, and then they end doing a fake conduction of Franz Schubert's Unfinished Symphony. Mm-hmm. Yuzo has no fucking clue how to conduct an orchestra, but so neither do most people. He's just kind of doing the same 3 movements over and over again, like he's doing like a J or something.
It's like those. You ever see those videos where like pianos are never animated correctly,
or just instruments in general?
Even I know that you have to do like little lilts and little tilts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's all about...
Or like, I can't do it because I'm holding a mic.
yeah.
But like raising one hand will like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen an orchestra a couple times.
Yeah.
I was in band.
I like to watch the conductors.
Oh yeah, it's fascinating. I remember.
I'm not gonna lie. When I go to like symphony orchestra stuff, I mainly watch the conductor.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I remember
Because there's always some old guy that's making very extreme expressions while being like.
And half the time he has crazy hair.
Yeah.
It's like,
he's looking like he's trying to do a complex ritual to summon a fucking demon or something.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember in high school the jazz band teacher.
Mhm.
And I know when I say that, you're just thinking of Futurama.
Yeah.
I remember the dude. He didn't look like him at all, but his voice sounded almost exactly like Mel Brooks.
Oh my god.
It was funny.
Good. That's pretty good.
Just
Yeah.
same rasp.
So, I've been to several orchestras. I went to the Legend of Zelda. I went to a couple of the Philadelphia Orchestra.
How's the Zelda one?
That was fantastic. And I was in band in middle school. And, okay, he's going to the next room. Okay. I'm sorry, the kitten came back downstairs.
Keep going.
So, I mean, I spend some of the time watching the conductor, but I also spend time watching, like, the people playing the instrument, like, the musicians and that kind of thing. And sometimes you just close your eyes and imagine whatever the fuck your mind sets the music to. But yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen enough orchestras and symphonies to know that he was doing it wrong.
That dude was just making
it up. Was just making it up as he went along.
Like,
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they used the same shot twice in that scene.
Poor Kurosawa was just like, just do whatever.
Just do whatever, yeah. Plus, also, they probably hadn't seen an orchestra since before the war started.
True.
Or at least before he went into the army.
You know what? Honestly, in hindsight, that's a good bit of characterization.
Why?
Okay.
Not near this tripod.
Not near the camera.
I mean, it's a good bit of... Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'll take it.
Yeah, keep going.
But yeah, it's a good bit of... Hey!
Oh my god! Enough with our equipment.
Do you want me to correct the shot?
No, don't worry about the shot. More worry about the cat knocking over the camera. Just grab one of those toys and toss it into the next room. There you go.
Now play with it out there.
He ran into the dining room.
Good.
Okay, so he does the orchestra thing. He's doing it all wrong. Blah blah blah. But Masako gives a speech for all the sad, broken, and lonely lovers out there. And it's kind of sweet.
Fourth wall.
It's a fourth wall break. She's talking directly into the camera.
Yeah, it's a very early example of a
fourth wall break. And she's like asking the audience to clap.
Not the earliest.
Not the earliest.
It's not the earliest, no.
But the thing about it, I have mixed thoughts on it.
Yeah. Same.
On one hand, it is memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a signature scene for a reason. But on the other hand, I'm of the opinion that it kinda is at odds with the tone of the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
I get that.
Like, what is this big dramatic fourth wall break doing in the middle of what was
a very grounded movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll throw it again.
Or just any toy.
Because, like, I'm of the opinion that this is, like, I honestly think the best, in my opinion, uplifting scene that's not, like, that fourth wall break actually comes from before it. It's when they're acting out their cafe.
Oh,
yeah, I love that. I love that scene.
That's my favorite scene.
Because they want to open a cafe together.
Yeah.
That and the baseball scene are mine.
Yeah.
Because the baseball scene, I'd say that's my favorite because it was the first real glimpse you got of the guy's softer side.
Yeah.
Because
And he knocked it down.
until...
No, he didn't. Okay.
No, he didn't. Because the door's closed, remember?
Yeah, we can still knock shit
Yeah,
out the door.
they knock shit under that door all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like an inch and a half.
I learned so much about your cats every time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like the baseball scene because until that scene, the guy's mostly kind of obnoxiously grim and morose. But then you see the lighthearted dreamer side that evolves over the course of the movie come out when those kids are playing baseball. He's smiling. He's having fun.
And what I like about him is, like, he's a mopey dick, but he also has standards.
Like, he's not...
Like, he refuses the money from the cabaret guy.
Yeah, like, he has a strong moral compass.
And part of the reason he's so mopey is because he wants to be the best person he can be for the girl.
Yeah.
You know?
And
like, the first complaint he has is, you have 20 and I have 15. I shouldn't be taking your money.
Yeah, and, like, he's, like, a decent guy because of the fact that he, doesn't... Not only does he not, like, exploit people, like, he refuses to participate in stuff that, like, he finds, like, unmoral, like, and against the betterment of society, which is, like, maybe that's part of why this is, like, considered communist propaganda by some groups, because, like,
he takes a more high ground.
Why? Why?
It didn't pause.
It didn't pause.
Why, Beowulf?
Hold on.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Oh.
You're driving me insane, buddy.
Get the ramen.
Literally, all you have to do is not jump into that specific area.
Which he does all the time.
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
That's the first time any of them have ever paused it.
Yeah.
In our years of doing this, that's the first time.
In our, 5 years of doing this?
Yeah.
We started this, like, during lockdown, I
He
think.
broke the seal.
Oh, no.
Yay.
D, I'm sorry.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come up with
It just keeps happening.
Here's the thing. We'll come up with a countermeasure next time.
Yeah, we'll film in the basement, in the murder basement.
It's a cat. It's a cat. You can't come up with countermeasures for a cat.
Unless we film in another room and lock the door.
You don't realize, Richie, cats are cats. You can't get around them.
Oh my god, they're like slasher horror villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Jason Voorhees.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
His cat's name should have been Jason.
Keep going under points while I get about a bandolier's worth of toys to throw.
We're probably gonna be done soon anyway.
Probably.
Yeah, we're already at almost the hour mark.
So
next episode we'll do that.
yes.
Yeah.
Out of
cat
spoilers.
toys.
Yeah. Because like he's struggling with the fact that the best way to make money, it seems, is like exploiting other people and being dishonest.
Like he's at war with
post-war Japan's economic structure. Because, like, he hates the fact that his friend works for a skeezy cabaret club that doesn't even have the time to see him and show him around. They try to pay him off with food and drinks to just, like, keep him busy so that he'll get bored and leave. And the place is making so much money hand over foot that they literally want to just hand this guy an envelope of money to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gets so pissed off by that, and by walking in and seeing like how they're mistreating their workers, having these girls like drink when they shouldn't.
I feel like the communist angle's still a stretch though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
Like... It's also the post-war period, so they called everything communist back then.
It's just a critique of post-war Japan. Really.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, anything that was just like, this isn't American in like the post-war period was considered communist.
Yeah.
But ever since the 50s ended, no one has ever misread messages ever again.
Oh my god.
So, he's got strong morals, and that causes internal conflicts with him because, like, he's not, like, they feel like they're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
And you can see why he's mopey. It's understandable.
Well, yeah, there's a good balancing act. He's not a total stick in the mud, and you get why...
He's just a realist.
He's a realist with a heart of gold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you've got some nasty stuff going on. So, yeah, he's just not doing the best because of it. And it's interesting to watch because this film's constantly basically beating him down and attacking him whenever he tries to do something good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I do like the dichotomy between Moscow and Yuzo, because Moscow is that character who's like always a dreamer, always wants to do things, always looking on the bright side, and then there's Yuzo, who's like, as we've been discussing,
you kind of see her rub off on him though.
Yeah. Because it's like optimist versus pessimist in a way. But they rub off on each other.
Yeah, and there's some good character stuff where there's the great running gag with him and cigarettes.
Yeah, where he's like trying to quit and
like he literally thinks of he's about to pick up and smoke a cigarette butt in the beginning that somebody left just because he hasn't smoked in 3 days.
And
he's out of smokes.
And they have that great bookend where he has the last little butt,
and then he just stomps it out.
Yeah, and like, because that isn't like they do the roll of threes with it, which I really appreciate. He does it at the beginning, one when he's waiting in the club, but he's like, "Oh right, I'm out of cigarettes."
And then way at the end where he stomps it.
Yeah, I
Good
do really like that.
there.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like a minor character thing that like is completely unnecessary, but I like it.
Yeah,
it adds texture.
Unspoken characterization is always the best.
Yeah, it adds good texture. And like I said, I like the ending of it. And, like, the movie is not, like, and I can see what everyone's saying, why there's conflicting feelings about the orchestra scene. Because...
Yeah, I'm at odds.
Yeah, same. Like, I have mixed feelings on it. Because, like, the way the movie ends is in line with the film's tone, and not too schmaltzy, because like, they went through a lot, but they still had a good Sunday despite everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, same thing next week? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, let's do this again next week.
I like that line. Next Sunday.
That.
Yeah.
Although I will say I vastly prefer the mock cafe scene.
Yes.
Where they're acting it out, like it
that and like the swing set scene.
The swing set was so cute. I love that.
Where he's singing the Moon song.
Yeah.
Those two scenes, I think, were a good compromise between the idealistic, heightened tone and the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Whereas the orchestra scene, it was just, here's a big finale with a fourth wall break.
So,
like, it just kind of turned into magical realism out of nowhere for me.
Yeah.
Speak of, do you guys have anything else you wanna?
Erin, thank you.
Actually, I have one thing I want to say.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think this relationship will last? I mean, between Moscow and Yuzo.
I mean, they've clearly been through a lot together, and
because at the beginning, it feels like it's like, oh, this is not going to last long. But I feel like towards the end, you're just like,
yeah, I could see them squeaking out and maybe fulfilling their dream eventually.
Call me a hopeless romantic.
Same.
But they'll get that cafe.
I honestly do think, because like, I mean, shortly after in post-war Japan, there was a booming cafe business.
That is true. I mean, they even show the cafes in the
Look at you with the history. But
yeah, I mean, Murakami even owned a cafe before he was a writer.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
There were highs and lows to this movie, in my opinion, but overall, I'm glad I saw it. And
yeah.
Erin, I'm just so sorry this was a bit messier, but I think you brought a good one to the table, and that we got a good discussion.
Yeah, I do too, and I appreciate you bringing it in. I'm sorry we had so many technical issues because of the little demon.
Okay,
yeah,
so
this little, like,
note.
demon.
So
if anyone wants to donate cat toys,
we
we have a Patreon.
Ko-Fi, Throne. Did we set up a Throne yet?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Throne. Money. Give money. Me money, please. Me money want money,
Links
please.
in the doobly-doo.
Yeah.
But before the cats completely destroy the set, Dee, I believe you have the floor.
Yeah, and so speaking of money and capitalism and the grimy underbelly of society and how we all live in a hell world,
We all live in society.
let's talk about next week. We're going to talk about a film that tanked a promising director's career to the point that he literally hasn't released a film since this came out.
Well, that's disheartening.
Yeah, and I'll go all into how that's mostly the studio's fault and they didn't advertise this well. Shock of all shocks, when you release a movie to theaters after it comes out on demand and on home media. Yes, they did that.
Yeah.
It doesn't do well at the box office, and it tanks.
Good move, marketers.
Yes, I'm talking about the follow-up film from the director of It Follows.
Oh my god, that's disheartening.
Yeah, who's not going to make another film until next year. His next film is... He finally got out of director jail, as people like to call it. Hi, Dracula?
Anyway, what's the movie?
Oh, did you know about the band in this movie? Is that why you licked my finger?
So, what's the movie?
So, we're going to talk about the underrated Andrew Garfield, Riley Keough film, directed by, not Nicholas Winding Refn, directed by David Robert Mitchell. I'm, of course, talking about Under the Silver Lake. It's a good movie. This cover does suck, though. Look up the original film poster. It's a lot better than this crappy cover and this half-ass Blu-ray that they released for this film.
I'll bring it up on screen for us.
Yeah, but the sunny, surreal as and weird as hell, conspiracy-baked neo-noir thriller that also stars someone who is down on their luck, has basically no money, and is a total loser.
And has a tangential connection to Spider-Man.
Yeah, several people who appear in Spider-Man appear in this movie, and they're just outright references to Spider-Man in this. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Under the Silver Lake, a movie I adore. Some people hate this movie. I think this movie rules, and I can't wait to share it with you guys next time.
See you next time.